Mr. Gibbs, you are suing Mr. and Mrs. Peterson for $3,600 for expenses that you incurred to put on an event that you were supposed to host at their space that you claim they canceled on you at the last minute. You incurred several $1,000s of expenses that could not be recouped, and you would like those back. Mr. and Mrs. Peterson, you say that the plaintiff was trying to skirt the law by hosting an event at your place with the wrong type of alcohol license, and that if you would let him go forward, it would have put your home and your rental space in jeopardy. So you say you were justified in canceling the event because he didn't do what he needed to do to have the event in a safe way. So, Mr. Gibbs, tell us about the event that you were planning to host.
Okay, the event was going to be scheduled for August the 24th, 2024.
Tell us what kind of event it was.
It was entitled Spirits, Sound, and Smoke. So the spirits is the alcohol, the sound is the music, and the smoke is the cigars.
Cigars. All right. So music, alcohol, and cigars, kind of an exposition.
Correct.
All right. And this is a copy of the flyer that you had produced.
Correct.
For this event. Mr. and Mrs. Peterson, tell us about how you got into the event space business.
Well, after the pandemic, we decided, well, how can we make some money legally and get people to come over and enjoy our space? So we decided to get our license, and it started with somebody wanted to have a repast. Then after that, a baby shower, et cetera, whoever wanted to come to our space and have a great time.
Could pay you a fee to host it there.
Yeah.
Right? All right. Can we put up Defendant's Exhibit A? I want to just show everyone a couple of pictures of your event space.
That's the backyard.
Now, is this your home?
Yeah, absolutely. That's our home.
Okay. You're able to host events accommodating about how many people?
About 100.
So, Mr. Gibbs, when you decided to reach out to the Petersons, tell us what you were looking for.
First, I want to say that I have worked with the Petersons in the past.
Okay.
So I don't have any personal issues with them. It was only this particular event.
So you've worked with them, you've used this space in the
Yes.
past.
Yes.
And you had a good experience.
Yes.
So you went back to them when you needed a space for
Correct.
this event. Okay.
So I first contacted Ms. Peterson April of 2024 regarding the August the 24th date.
Mrs. Peterson, you've worked with Mr. Gibbs before?
Yes, we have.
What do you typically do with folks that are renting your space in terms of contracts? Do you have one process you always follow, or does it vary?
Once we legitimize or substantiate whether he wanted to have that date, we would put together a contract. And that's what I waited for him. I asked him to produce a flyer for us so we'll know exactly what it is that he wanted to do. I'm not drawing up a contract without the logistics, right? So then he did produce that for us. But that was in July. That's when he produced the flyer for
Okay,
us.
so prior to July, even though you hadn't gotten a flyer yet, did you assume you were on for this event?
That date was
Reserved.
pending for him.
Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, and Mr. Gibbs, before you sent them the flyer eventually in July, you had communication with them, correct?
Yes.
And you told us you confirmed a couple of times, and I think they agreed that that date was still on calendar.
Correct.
Okay.
If we can go to Exhibit C,
Yep.
that was my first communication with Mrs. Peterson.
Right. And then you start to speak about dates, it looks like in May from the next page. Is that right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. So is that what you recall as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I responded to him that rental fee did change. And also, since we were not able to obtain a liquor license, there was not going to be any availability to sell alcohol without proper permits and licensing.
Without the person hosting the event or a vendor bringing their own license.
Absolutely.
All right, Judge Tewelde.
At some point, he provided the liquor license to you, though, right?
No.
He provided for one of the vendors, the winery vendor,
Okay, so he needed to provide a license for wine and a license for
for
liquor.
the liquor, for the brown liquor.
Did he provide both?
No, just one.
Just one?
Yes.
Did you have a liquor license?
I did, and I'm going to find the text that I had with the gentleman from the distillery. And the reason why I asked him not to even send it again, because the event was canceled.
Okay, so you were getting it approved, but by the time it was going to be sent to you,
Correct.
the event got canceled.
Correct.
Okay.